I'm Leah Faye.
I'm Peter Drymanus.
We're from the band July Talk.
And these are our Marquee memories. We had some friends that were living in New Orleans, and we had a show the following day, so we had a night off.
And we're walking down the street, and we see this sandwich board.
In the front of the venue.
And it says, Big Freedia. And we're like, there's no way it's the Big Freedia Queen Diva. Like, there's just no way. This is a tiny club. This is a tiny sandwich board.
And it was chaos. It was so good.
And it was in fact Big Freedia Queen Diva. There are things that my body did that it has never done since and may never do again. But when Big Freedia is just yelling at you to put your hands on the wall or put your feet on the wall or whatever it is, you just fucking do it.
Yeah. I believe Tropical Fuckstorm is the greatest living touring rock and roll band. They're not a band that's easy to explain. It's sort of like this epic lyrical journey of chaos, sort of strange like hip hop with like dissonance, like a violin bow when the horsehair is coming off of it. Like Stephen Hawking and Stephen Malkmus started a band together. They're just like masters of noise. It's the best way I could explain it. Just recently, a few months ago, we got to see the show.
Well, it was at the Horseshoe Tavern, and everyone has played there. It always smells like hot dogs because there's a lot of hot dog vendors around, and people always get drunk and then go eat hot dogs. But it's iconic.
I would say it was a pretty compact show. It flew by. It felt like 10 minutes to me. There's like weird ring modulators happening and crazy digital sounds. And I kept putting my hands up like, you know what I mean? Like I was speechless, and it was exactly what I had hoped for and so much more.
Jenny Lewis was one of my first crushes. I've always loved her. I think she's one of the greatest songwriters on the planet. And we happened to be playing a festival in Toronto, and then right after was Jenny Lewis. So we played our set, we had a great time, and then we got to get off stage, run as fast as we could across the field.
I remember folks wanting to talk to us on the way, and we were like, sorry, we're busy.
It's Jenny time.
Show people, right? They like grow up knowing how to put on a show, and it's almost like when you watch her shows, it's like she's like doing the Johnny Carson show or something. It's like it feels so of its place, in a very welcome, warm and fuzzy way.
One of the biggest takeaways for me was that often when we're playing, we'll feel like maybe it wasn't a good show if people weren't like just like screaming and like drinking and yelling the whole time. But then as I looked over at Peter and he was looking at me during this Jenny Lewis set, like we were just so bewildered and dumbfounded. We totally weren't those people who like looked like we were enjoying ourselves, but we were totally mystified and having the greatest day of our lives. Thanks for listening to our Marquee Memories. Catch us on tour to make some of your own.